If you're trying to hit 54% of your sports bets just by picking winners, you're already losing because sports betting isn't about predicting the future. It's about understanding probability and finding value. So in this guide, I'll show you how sharp bettors consistently win, not by chasing long shots or doing TikTok picks, but by using basic math to find profitable bets, also known as positive expected value bets. So forget the lottery style mindset that sportsbooks try to market to you, because real winning comes from small, consistent edges compounded over time. And yes, this is achievable if you understand a few simple concepts. So to start out, we have the myth of the big payout, because every sportsbook ad shows a massive parlay of someone turning $5 into $500, and that's intentional because they want you chasing these high risk bets. But professional bettors, they don't win that way, because instead of that, they use a repeatable process where they find the edge, they bet the edge with proper sizing, and they repeat it over and over. And that's it. No guesswork, no gut feelings. So first we need to understand expected value. So to break it down, I'm going to use the coin flip example, because let's say 50% chance heads, 50% chance tails. If you bet $1 and win, you get $1. No one has an edge. You're just swapping money back and forth. Now imagine the sports book pays you $1.10 if you win, but still takes $1 if you lose. Suddenly you've got a 5% edge, and over time each flip is worth 5 cents in profit to you. That's your expected value, because EV equals win probability times by win amount plus loss probability times by loss amount. And this is the core idea of positive EV betting. You're not trying to be a psychic. You're trying to make bets where the payout is better than the probability. And tools like OddsJam can help you find positive EV bets super easily. As you can see right here in the OddsJam dashboard, we have the positive expected value bet section. And you can see here like a 10.39% positive expected value bet for this game right here. This means that if you place this bet 100 times, you should expect to make back $10.39 in the long run if you wager $100 in total. So this is basically all it is. All the bets are laid out here. You just come to the page, refresh it, find bets, go and place the bet, and just come here like once a day, twice a day, and there's always new bets here that are live, and it's super easy. It makes the process super fast. Instead of scouting through like thousands of websites, they're all just laid out for you. So if you want to check out OddsJam, I'll put a link to it in the description. It's a super useful tool that I use myself, and I highly recommend it. And if you do end up signing up and you use my code LukeParlay, then you get 35% off, and it helps me out as well. But I highly recommend this tool. Once again, link in the description. But sports betting is about price, not picks, because let's say you believe a team has a 50% chance to win. If the odds only pay you as if they had a 50% chance, that's a bad bet. But if the odds pay you as if they had a 40% chance, that's a positive EV opportunity. The difference is the price, not the team. So how do you know the real probability in a sports event, unlike a coin flip? Well, there are two methods. The first is to build your own models, and this is time consuming and super complex. But number two is just to let the betting market guide you. So just use sharp sportsbooks and the market as a guide. And the sharpest bettors, they don't try to outpredict everything. They watch what the sharp sportsbooks are doing. And there are two types of sports books. You have sports books that accept bets from pros. These are sharps. And you have books that copy these sharp books but don't want sharp customers. And you can use lines from sharp books as your reference point for true probability. Then compare other sports books to see if any are offering better odds. For example, every book has a line at minus 110, but one sports book offers plus 110. You now have a strong positive EV spot. But how much should you bet? Well, here's bankroll management made simple. Because a lot of people lose, not because their bets are bad, but because their bet sizing is all over the place. Some bet too much when they feel lucky, others bet too little when they're scared, and neither of those is a plan. This is where something called the Kelly criterion comes in. You want to think of this as a formula that tells you, here's how much of your bankroll to bet based on how good the bet is. So here's the idea. The higher your edge, the more you can bet safely, and the lower your edge, the less you should bet. So here's the basic formula. Bet size, so percent of bankroll equals edge divided by odds. So for example, you find a bet with a 5% edge and the odds are 2.0, which is even money. So full Kelly equals 5% divided by 2 equals 2.5% of your bankroll. But full Kelly is aggressive. If your edge is wrong, you could overbet, and that's why most pros use half Kelly or quarter Kelly. So half Kelly you would bet 1.25%, and quarter Kelly you would bet 0.6%. And this keeps your risk low and growth steady, even if your edge estimate isn't perfect. So where do you find positive EV bets? Well, here's where tools come in, and most people aren't data scientists or mathematicians, and that's fine because tools like OddsJam do the hard part for you. It literally scans hundreds of sports books and compares them to find arbitrage opportunities, positive EV bets, mispriced lines, and all you do is just go on there and just find the good bets. Like I showed you earlier, you just identify which book has the best price, compare it to the sharp line, and calculate your expected value, and then bet anywhere from 0.5 to 2% of your bankroll on this bet. If you see in this game right here from Mattis Delit, under 0.5, it shows the odds that the different bookies have. Now, I'm based in Australia, so there's only three bookies that have this bet. But if you're in America, you should have like literally hundreds of bets all lined up, different bookies, and you can find like really, really good odds on certain websites where they messed up. You then just go to the betting website, find the bet, place it, and just like that, super simple. OddsJam is a super awesome tool. Highly recommend it. Once again, link in the description to check it out. So just to walk you through an example, let's say there's a total points bet in the NBA, and the Sharp Sportsbooks has the line at 52.5 points. One book has it at 51.5, and the over is priced at minus 109. If your tool tells you that getting that extra point creates a 3% edge, that's your bet. And small, consistent edge-based bets like this are what move you towards profitability, not chasing parlays. So putting it all together, to hit 54% of your bets and be profitable, here's what matters. Stop guessing and start pricing. Understand that your edge comes from probability versus payout. Use Sharp Sportsbooks or OddsJam market data to guide your decisions, and you can use fractional Kelly staking to manage risk and grow your bankroll. And then lastly, focus on volume over hype. The more positive EV bets you place, the more consistent your profits are, because sports betting is a long game. You're not trying to win the lottery. You're building an edge, one small value bet at a time. So no, it's not about hitting 10-leg parlays. It's about hitting 54% of your bets because your math is better, your tools are sharper, and your process is sound. That's how you win. So if you want to learn more about positive EV betting, then check out this video next to see how you can make thousands of dollars with only a few hours of work a day. I'll put it up on the screen for you to watch next.